All right, so ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the face of our portraits. Now, for the most part, in 8th grade, we're going to do very big detailed portraits. This year, our portraits are going to be a lot more simpler. So the faces do not need to be super detailed. Kind of like if we look at these fashion illustrations, kind of where we're getting that inspiration from, they're not super detailed. So, what you're going to do, if we look at this first, one of the things I want proportions right. So that means your eyes have to be halfway down your head. So if we draw this kind of line, gives you where those eyes go. So you add those eyes halfway down your head. Don't make them too big. We're not drawing anime eyes. And then you can just color in the pupils. You don't need any other kind of detail except maybe some eyebrows. You don't need eyelashes. You're not going to see them if you're that far away. Let's get that a little closer to make it a little easier to see. There we go. So just eyes, pupils, or irises, eyebrows. Your nose can either be, you can draw out the shape of your nose if you want, or as you notice from a lot, so kind of like this one here, how they've drawn out that whole shape of the nose. Or some of these just make it really simple. You just add that bottom line of where that nose is. Okay? Now, that nose should be halfway down between the eyes and the chin. So don't make it super tiny, don't put it up here, put it about halfway down. And then your lips go down below that. They can also be very simple. Don't just do a smiley face, but you do want to see the top lip and the bottom lip. All right, then you add the hair or hat or whatever else you've got going on top. Make sure hair sits as a shape on your head. So that, because hair doesn't just lay on your head, it's not just lines. You want it to be a shape. You don't want to color it in though, because when we get to color on the computer, you want to be able to do that. But you can kind of put those dividing lines where you see like the hair, like the bangs versus the big shape of the hair. And you can kind of see how some of them, they kind of come in at the top and get that kind of shape of your hair. Last but not least, my teacher looks kind of not good because she doesn't have a defined chin. So see how all of these have very defined chins. Even if they're over here and they're a little bit more round, it's not the circle. So you want it to have a chin so that it matches both sides. There we go. Add a little bit more hair there. And then last but not least, you're going to connect that head using a nice thick neck. Look at how thick your neck is. It's almost as wide as your head, and it just ties right into where you put the neck hole of your shirt. Okay? So, heads, hands, feet.